okay. All right, man. I know there's been a lot of stuff going on recently with college football and all this other stuff going on. We saw teams get freaking beat, devastated, and here you already got people running over there talking about oh, you should have been Alabama in there. They would have been a better matchup. All right, look. We're going to talk about all of that in this video. But look, can I just say first, bro, it's okay. It's okay. Why are we sitting here after the first round blowouts or whatever? This is not a thing. Why are we acting like this has never happened before? We've seen this man in numerous times, bro, ever since they first started the 14 playoff. We've seen teams get blown out before. So this is nothing new. Teams that have been not deserving going in there and getting blown out. We've seen this before, bro. The committee ain't always gonna get it right. It's okay. Relax. But if you ask me personally this year, I think they got it absolutely correct. And I'm going to tell you guys why. And I'm going to get on freaking Alabama and your fan base in a minute. But first off, looking at it now in hindsight, sure, yeah, obviously, it doesn't seem good. But like I said, we've seen numerous teams get destroyed in the first round before, so this was nothing new. The fact of the matter is, Clemson and SMU, that game was going to pretty much determine whether Alabama was going to get in. Up until this point, Alabama had impressive wins against numerous teams, Georgia, South Carolina, LSU, you name it. And then you also got mollywopped. Well, actually, you got beat by Vanderbilt. You got mollywopped by Oklahoma. We don't want to talk about that, though. Okay, so essentially, the way it looked right now, I believe Indiana was number 9 or number 10, right? And then you had SMU got the very last spot. Clemson won the ACC championship game, so they automatically get a bid. If you ask me, I think they should do something different about that automatic bid for the next playoff. But I don't know. That's just me, though. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird. Because to me, it's basically like Clemson won, and yet they still get an away game. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. I feel like it should be 5. Maybe if you want to keep it like it is, 4 teams get a bye. The team that wins the championship should automatically get a home game. That's just me personally. Because I feel like putting them in an away game doesn't really benefit them that much. If anything, it hurts them. Because you already have to play in the ACC championship. Very tough game, by the way. Then you have to end up playing in an away game at the home team. Clemson got beat by Texas because they were in Texas. I don't know. I think that's something they should explore. That's just me personally. I also seen people saying oh, maybe they should think about considering getting teams buys. But me personally, I think the list where they have it right now is fine as it is. The most you could probably do is tweak it so only 2 teams get a bye. If you want to do it that way, I wouldn't complain. But right now, I don't think it's bad where it is right now. So, but back to the point. Clemson and SMU, that game was going to determine whether Alabama was going to get in, right? If SMU wins the championship game, Alabama probably has a chance to get in. A good chance. But in this case, Clemson in the first half was destroying SMU, and it was looking like maybe Alabama still might have had a chance. But SMU came roaring back into the game. They only lost to a 56-yard field goal. That's a tough field goal to make. And the kicker just hit it, bro. I'm telling you, man, college kickers are better than NFL kickers this season. I don't know what's going on, bro. But essentially, SMU kept the game close enough, which people were deciding, oh, you should still put Alabama in. No, SMU and all that. Here's my take on it, right? If you punish SMU for playing an extra game in a championship game, I feel like that ruins the point of that number 5 of that last conference championship spot. Because you're going to give it to Clemson, but then SMU, all of a sudden, they drop out the playoffs just because they played one extra game. I don't know. I think that's kind of stupid. Now, if SMU would have won, then you could have made a clear case because there's no way Clemson, I think they lost 3 games probably. They would have been a 4-loss team. There's no way Clemson would have got in by then. That case, Alabama makes sense. But since SMU only lost 1 game prior to that point, only 1 game prior to that point, then you put Alabama in, now all of a sudden you're punishing teams for playing in conference championship games. That's weird. Especially consider this. Alabama didn't even play in the SEC conference championship game. So essentially, they would have basically snuck in just because Oh, this team's better. What? You're rewarding them for not playing an extra game. And yes, I know Tennessee didn't play in the ACC championship game either. But when you consider the fact that Tennessee's first loss was bad, we can give them that. And, they give them that. But they kept it kind of competitive with a Georgia team. That's a good loss. So, considering how highly they ranked at the time, and not to mention they beat Alabama, it didn't make much sense to keep Tennessee out of it. They were already highly ranked as it is. You kind of had to throw them up there. Like, I just don't get it, bro. And then as we see right now, Indiana, they got stomped by Notre Dame, but they tried their best to keep it close. SMU got mollywopped by Penn State. It is what it is. We've seen this stuff before. Clemson loses to Texas. Clemson kept it competitive. You can't really fault them for that. But man, okay, now it's time, bro. You Alabama fans, man. You dudes, bro. Y'all diehard Alabama fans, you need to get this organization out of your mouth. Get their meat out of your mouth.
Pause.
I said I wasn't going to say that, but I said it anyways. But bro, why are you guys mad? You deserve this, bro. All up until this point, man, you dudes were sitting here talking about, oh, we beat Georgia. We beat Georgia, though. Yeah, you beat South Carolina. Excellent. LSU, great. All these ranked teams, cool. Your strength of schedule definitely was taken into consideration. I don't know why the people don't think the committee didn't take that in consideration. They know you beat ranked teams. You're great. You're amazing. Jalen Milroe is an excellent quarterback. Their team is great. But if you're supposed to be this excellent team, right, why are you not destroying teams like Vanderbilt? Why are you not dog-walking teams like Oklahoma? These two losses solidified your status. You're not as good as you think you are. Because if you were good as you are, you would have beat Vanderbilt. You would have beat Oklahoma. And I already know you people are going to sit here and try to quote Nick Saban, whatever, talking about, well, no, you got to consider the fact they played a tough game, and then you're going to this environment, you're still tired and all this other stuff. Yeah, man, shut up. Didn't Oregon had to play Ohio State, right? Then, okay, but they didn't get tired after that game. Last time I checked. They were still dominating. Yeah, they had a close game against Wisconsin, but they still won the game. Good teams win games they're supposed to win. If you can't beat Vanderbilt in Oklahoma, you stink. You don't deserve to be in the playoff, man. You don't deserve it, bro. I'm sorry to say it like that, man, but it is what it is. If you're going to call yourself this powerhouse contender team, you need to beat the teams that's on your schedule. So essentially, at this point, what Saban and other people are saying, not that I'm taking words out of their mouth or whatever, but basically what they're saying is, bro, let's punish teams for not playing a tough schedule. Huh? Bro, don't get me wrong. Strength of schedule definitely needs to be taken more into consideration. But, bro, what was Indiana supposed to do with their schedule? The only tough opponent they played was Ohio State. And honestly, the game was really not even that bad as people make it out to be. Their special teams was just terrible. So it's bro, Indiana played the schedule that was dealt to them, bro. And when you consider all to this point, they won the games they were supposed to win. So you're gonna punish Indiana? But I bet if they would have lost these games, you people would have been like, nope, get them out the playoffs. Get them out the playoffs. Nope, no. You're moving the goalposts. Stop moving the goalposts, bro. Strength of schedule does matter. But with the strength of schedule in mind, you need to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. That means not losing to Vanderbilt, not losing to Oklahoma. We don't care about this team that you played before. Great job. You beat Georgia. Can you go and beat Vanderbilt now? If you can't do that, why are we talking about you? Why are we here? I'm just saying. It just don't make sense. That logic does not add up. Then dang, athletic director, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. This athletic director's here talking about something, well, maybe we need to think about scheduling less out of conference games, better out of conference games or whatever. Bro, shut up. You didn't lose to any out of conference games, bro. You played an FCS school in Mercer. You mean to tell me you were in danger of losing to Mercer? You're not going to schedule them no more? What are we talking about here, dude? What are we talking about, bro? Your games that you lost were SEC games. You lost to Vanderbilt. You lost to Tennessee, which is a good loss. Okay? Tennessee was a highly ranked team. That's a good loss. But then you got mollywopped. You got freaking mollywopped. Hit the DX, the Triple H. You got mollywopped by Oklahoma. You only scored 3 points. Do better. Like, bro, it's okay, bro. If you don't think the committee got it right, whatever, bro. But if we're gonna punish teams for playing an extra game because strength of schedule, like, I think there needs to be a balance here, bro. Like, yes, take strength of schedule into consideration, but also consider the matchups in particular, bro. Like, SMU, bro, they only lost to BYU at the start of the season, right? Then the rest of the schedule up until that point, these are games they're supposed to win. They beat these opponents. Why are we gonna punish them for playing in the championship game when they beat the teams they were supposed to beat? Same thing with Indiana. Their only tough game to that point was Ohio State. We're gonna punish them because of the way they lost, but they beat the other teams they were supposed to beat. They deserve to be in there. These teams deserve it, bro. And yeah, people are probably going to sit here and say, yeah, well, that's why Arizona State's going to get mollywopped in the next round, Boise State, whatever. Hey, I got all hopes on Boise State. Their only loss was to #1 Oregon, and the game was close. This Boise State team is better than you people give it credit for, bro. And it has Ashton Genty. The main point I want to make is, man, hey, bro, you dudes need to quit complaining. The committee is not always going to get some right, okay? It happens every time. But you can't sit here and say strength of schedule comes into consideration when you're losing to terrible opponents, bro. I guarantee you if Oregon would have lost to Wisconsin, you dudes would have been like, oh, this team's a fraud. You need to drop them all the way down to like number 10, bro. Put Alabama ahead of them. Like, come on, man. You dudes don't want no breaks, bro. You dudes want everything good for your team. But when other teams out here doing great, bro, you want to sit there and bring them down and punish them, bro. That's why them Alabama fans are salty, bro. Win the games you're supposed to win next season, man. Do better. I'm going, bro. Like, come on, man. You dudes got to do better, bro. All right, stay cool. Keep it classy. Peace.